power. Hold on, man. Why is this? It's not acting right. Peace and power. Hold on. Let me get this situated. Let me get this situated so we could do what we do here. There we go. Peace and power, peace and power. Peace and power to the people that struggle. Peace and power to the people that struggle. I thank the universal truth and the absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. A divine mind knows, a divine mind shows. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. As you come on in, know that this is a safe space. Know that this is a space for learning and getting learned up. Know that this is a space for educating and being educated. Know that this is a space for conversation, comments and concerns, for dialogue. A space for knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. A space for justice. Your space is a space of integrity, of love. Yes, this is a space of kings and queen comrades. This is our space where we are working on a united path towards true liberation. As my classroom assistants come on in, please keep all contact information in the chat for the duration and throughout the class. Please keep all funding information. Green screens, apps with cash, pals that pay, unions that are Western, grams with money, god damn it. Red cups outside, man's a kite. Damn it, Red Cross, man. Send a kite, tell a friend, it's a war going on outside. We see you, California. We see you, LA. It's a war going on outside. Fund the war effort. If you or anybody you know is in need of anger management, please book an assessment. If you or anybody you know is in need of anger management, please book an assessment. Don't wait until it's too late. Don't wait until they got you face down on the pavement. Don't wait until you got plastic or metal cuffs up on you. It's too late then. Don't wait until you're getting kicked up out. A baby girl's recital. Don't wait until you're getting kicked out. Or the soccer match. Soccer mom, get yourself together. Get it right. Book an assessment. If you or anybody you know is in need of a domestic violence intervention, please book an assessment. Stop hooking off on each other while you're getting eggs. Stop acting up while y'all in church. Stop sending her out the house with tents, talking about you apologize. Book an assessment before y'all go down. If you or anybody you know is in need of an intimate relationship abuse consultation and counseling, book an assessment. Learn the warning signs, the behaviors that should alarm you. Characters and characteristics that should heighten your awareness. Man, events, people, places, dialogue. Man, that should have your alertness levels way up. Remember, with this information in life that you save could be your own. What's going on? Ah, that's good. Yeah, that's good. If I need it, I'm going to get it tonight. If I need it, I'm going to take it. Been up a little weary. Yo, what up? What up? We see you, Philippe. Philippe Pate. Yeah, this has been, man, it's been a rough couple of weeks for the kid. But I'm here, you're here, I'm glad you made it. We got some people to tag, y'all. Yeah, somebody tag Lorenzo. Yeah, Mr. Brand New Bean, somebody tag Lorenzo, tell him to bring his ass to class. Come on, Lorenzo. I told everybody you was hummer stunting. Yeah, y'all wouldn't believe me. Y'all gonna learn to believe me. Y'all gonna learn to go back to them old classes and say, damn, Bliz don't be bullshitting. He be right and exact on everything. So tag Lorenzo, tell him come on up, come on back, cause you are reunited and it feels so good. Reunited with that old fade dude. I don't understand it. Tell him to come to class. Let's go. Let's go. Woo, press. Much appreciation for the super chat. Somebody tag Tiffany Haddish. Yeah, tag that crackhead. Tell her come to class. She through with Blackmen. She done? Damn it, ain't nobody want your grippers, girl. Tag Tiffany Haddish. Tell her come to class. Yes, indeed. She got to come. Yeah. And tag Fredro. Tag Fredro, star of the Onyx. Hummer stunting again. And Nore. Tag Nore too. Nore. Damn it, boy. You always make class. I don't know who you think you are. Nore must think he David Letterman or some damn body. At the teeth and he really think he got bomb interview characteristics and all that. Like he Jim Lehrer or some damn body. Tag Nore, tell him to bring his Cappin ass to class. Yeah. Tell him to come through. Why you gotta tell your friends to come through? Yeah, tell the kids to come through, pull on up. Yeah, tag Granny and them, tell her to pull on up. Put me on the big screen in the living room. Ain't no games on. You dig what I'm saying? Tell them to come to class. Yeah, tell them to come on. Come on, all right? Tell your classmates too, put down that little tweed, cap up that wild Irish rose. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's see who in class. Ooh, A-Wood, Detroit. First in class. Uh-oh, NG, LEA, KMU. Canada's in a spotty spot. First responders stand up, the lifesavers of the great North Country. Yeah, that's what we talking about. And Hakim, peace. Boy, look at them, they in class, extra early, lovely lady, what's going on? Terrell, yes, you're here. That's what I'm talking about. Come on through. That's right. When you have everything going on, come right here. Tierra the Youngin' T Green is in a spotty spot. South Jersey, what up? Bushhead, what up? Benjamin. God damn it, Benjamin, remind me to tell y'all a story about a dude named Benjamin I was in elementary school with. Man, Benjamin used to get on my damn young nerves. Yeah. Marguerite McDonald Music, what's going on? We see you. Bernie, what up, Bernie? C plays the sniper. Frankie, East New York is in the spotty spot. Let's go. Kenny's on Holy Grail. Heart Tunes TV. Merklo, what up? George Johnson. Oh, April Brown, what up, Teach? Yeah. In the spotty spot. Hey, Ghoster. What up? GB, what's going on? Ken Williams. Ooh, Yvette in the spotty spot. Willie Betha. Yeah. Uh-oh. Torian, how? What up? What up, Torian? What up, Torian? What up, Torian? Jew, what up, Jew? Jew's in the building. What up, Jew? We see you. Ty, the beneficiary piece. What up? We see you. OHead TV 55. Mr. Watson 55. Charleston coming up in here, ain't been in here in about 8, 9 months. 55 for you. Geechee, what up, Geechee? Charles Wilson, what up? Yes, what up? What's going on? We see you, Molly. What up? Yeah, we see you. Hood-centered highlights. Rodney, 55, Rodney, 55. F. Rich, what's up? Yeah, we see you. Yeah, Preston, what up? Yeah. God damn it, boy, they in class tonight. God diggity, God diggity, God dog it. Philly Threats. Chris, what up? S. Beckwoods. London is in the building, y'all. Cross the pond. What up, Magic? Lil Brit, what up? We see you. Boom, what's going on? Professor Dre up. Brown Girl, up on the late night. We see you. Yeah, we see you. Chef Corby, what up? We see just another Geechee. God damn it, we see you. How was Fish Friday? Fish Friday was lovely beats. We had the porgies. We had a couple of whiting. Got a couple of raw shrimps. Boy. Yeah. We see it. That was a lovely Fish Friday. Much appreciation to you all. Okay. Okay. You in the house too? Yeah, okay. We see you. What's going on? See? Yeah. Man, we ain't even playing. We not playing. Like I said, first of all, at the top of class, we got to give shout outs to the comrades out there in Los Angeles, in Compton, that's taking it to the ICE agents right now. Salute to them. Keep throwing them rocks and them bricks. Yeah, keep throwing them bricks. It ain't time for us yet. This ain't part of our struggle yet. So, with all due respect, don't expect us to be jumping all up in that. Y'all got to get busy. We don't have that united front yet. So y'all get busy. You see what I'm saying? Do what y'all thing is. All right? We got to get right to it, y'all, because y'all been hitting me all day. Everybody sending the clips. And I've seen everybody, well, just about everybody who still comes across my timeline, you know, speaking about it. Okay. You did. Tammy, what's up, Tammy? Yeah, WMH radio show, what up? Yeah, the man, Lorenzo, formerly known as Lord Jamal, has reunited with his bestie, Vladimir, also known as DJ Vlad. They have reunited. Yeah. Yeah, after a substantial amount of time. But I told y'all, when you are in this for the bread, when you are in this chasing the bag, when you in this to make a living, you won't always compromise your integrity. Yeah, because this thing, when you struggling like me, yeah, this is not lucrative. No, this is not lucrative. You got to play the games. You got to get the headphones. You got to get your mic. You got to get your little banners running. You got to use a little AI. You got to do all type of tricks and shit. You got to get the thumbnails and all. You got to do it up. You have to what? Match what's going on. Yeah. Or you get nothing, right? So I want y'all to picture this, right? You know, when everybody was jamming at the FM radios and doing their thing, and you always had, you know, your wise uncle or your grandpops, or maybe your pops still listening to AM radio, to certain television shows that was broadcast on AM or specific independent news outlets. You're like, damn, why they still listening to that? That's AM radio. Because it was uncensored, it was free thinkers, and it wasn't compromised by corporate America. I ain't compromised. I work for the people. That's what I do. It's what I've been doing. Okay? So I don't have to try to impress. We grow organically. We build our nation. We get quality individuals who are very supportive, and we run with it. But when you're making an attempt to eat off of it, because at one time you were eating and your cost of living is up here, and all of a sudden you fall out of the favor of the sheep, of the masses of people, you fall out of favor, boy, you gonna do something. Yeah, that's when your grippers get compromised. Yeah, that's when you start making them calls. So listen, man. I just like to apologize, man. You know I really didn't mean nothing by it. How you been? Yeah, that's the type of, because there's absolutely no other reason, for somebody who once claimed, to follow the lessons of the nation of gods and earths, the almighty nation of gods and earths, to get with the divine evil, to get with Yakub's grafted, to be over there with somebody who has been the most notorious culture vulture ever. It makes no sense, does it? Hold on now. Y'all got to hear me now. It makes absolutely no sense. Now, does it? He didn't do it because he missed him, because he missed the conversation. No, he didn't do it to go get no beats because he, got an album out and getting ready to put some more. No, there's only one reason to be reunited, to be back on that man's platform. It's for some money, dog. Yeah. And you know what? Who are we to count another man's pockets? Who are we? No, for really. Who are we to make the determination on somebody else's struggle? Man, maybe that mortgage was due. Yeah, maybe. Maybe you went in that last little cupboard, you know, where you got your stash, you know, your food stash for them days when the pockets is kind of thin. So you got the peanut butter, you know what I'm saying? You got the tuna, you know, when that shit happens and your tuna running low, and when you had 10 jars of peanut butter, you down to a half a jar of peanut butter and no ends coming through, boy, you start calling all type of folks. Like, yeah, you start calling folks. Like, damn. I wonder who can help me out. What did Monique say? Impression. Who gonna love me? Yeah. Oh, Lorenzo. Man. It's a damn shame. Damn shame. You should have tried to put any type of play together. Any type of play. Except that. Like, come on, you talked a lot of shit. Yeah, you did. Now, you back. Reunited. And it feels so good. Yeah. Not only did he appear on this man's show, but he appeared weak. He was placing his words And when you place your words and the other individual can hear you place those words, even see how you are not freely expressing yourself, they start to feel, especially them old face, they start to feel vindicated. You know, like, yeah, look at this nickel. I got him. Look, I got him squirming. Scrambling and scraping. Look. You dig what I'm saying? You let the divine evil see you go back, and you supposed to have been God. God, cipher, divine, original man, the Asiatic black man, the maker, the owner, the cream of the planet. Father of civilization, God of the universe, you stood and went back. To a damn DEVIL. You know that. No, Cypher. Where's the 5% nation? Where that? Damn, King Son. Damn, them dudes wearing Jesus pieces. What you gonna say about this? Where you at? Somebody get King Son on the line. Somebody get Rakim on the line. Somebody get King on the line. Damn it. What's really on here? Or, again, we can see why the youth are not running and gravitating. Now, don't get me wrong. I see a lot of brothers from the nation doing excellent work. Content, right? Like the God Universal. Content that's drawing in students, rebuilding and giving the nation new energy. But don't listen. Y'all got to check that. I asked that months ago. Why nobody ran up in his mouth? He has been disrespected consistently. He's been invited to fight. Yeah. Oh, crazy legs. Invited him to fight. You understand what I'm saying? Like, consistent. This has been consistent, and nobody checking him on that? Nobody? Y'all just allowing him to still. That didn't happen. That didn't happen. That didn't happen in Pilon. That didn't happen in Mecca. That didn't happen in Medina. That didn't happen in the desert. And you did something out of line, your attribute was taken. Justice was served, and your attribute was taken. They took your name, Jack. You couldn't come to the rallies or nothing. Something of that magnitude, nah, you was out of here. You was out of here. And I dare anybody from a certain era, from a specific age, to even debate that. Dudes got their attributes snatched. Okay? Lessons took. Dudes went up in your crib. Let me get that. You not God no more. That's, no. You not that. And that's for real. Now, again, we don't know his situation. As I said before, he looking real light in the grippers. Chest all sunken, arms all little. He might be going through it. He may have health issues. He may not have, because rappers don't have good health insurance and life insurance and all that. Nah, the industry don't give you that. No. No, you gotta have a job to get that type of stuff. So, we don't know. He might be going back because, he need that bread. He need that bread. Again, we don't know why he went back, but we do know he went back. Now, will he be a consistent guest like before? I don't know. I don't know. But it doesn't look good. Now, you done had every high profile social media person already speaking on it, especially the New Yorkers. They like calling him all out his name and all that. However, again, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do it. It did no good when we did it before. You understand? It did no good when others have done it. You know, I'm just going to keep it factual. Maybe, and I'm going to say maybe, it has to do with his wife. Because you know, the wife hold precedent over a lot of things that these dudes say and do. Man, maybe she said, listen, you need to go back. You need to go back. You know what I'm saying? These phones is you know, $400-500 a month. You know what I'm saying? This car note about $480, insurance and shit and all that. And yo, that little nasty ass podcast thing y'all was doing ain't bringing nothing. I mean, you've been, you know, out here for about two, what you talking about 2.5 years now. That little shit dried up. Because again, if it wasn't that, you know what I'm saying? If you had, you know, a different type of life partner, you understand? That was, you know, really helping you get your footing in different other spaces, maybe you would not have gone back. But there's no way in hell anybody that's that strong and sitting with you and rocking with you would have ever allowed you to do that. You played yourself. You played yourself heavy. However, I saw it. Remember, didn't this devil, this divine evil, didn't he just give a soft apology for not apologizing? To the minister, our minister, Louis Farrakhan. Didn't he just do that a couple of weeks ago? Gave some soft ass, you know, acknowledgement of his wrongdoing in a Euro way. Very condescending. Yeah. But this one, the brand Nubian, the man who just recently was on a tear over the flat earth shit and cursing folk out and calling folks stupid and all this other shit. Remember that? I do. Because I tell you, these dudes are always in character mode. Nothing that you can sit and watch, sink your teeth into, get educated, and then apply to your daily life. For them, this shit is show business. So in show business, what's going to happen? Huh? You got to go to the old fae. Yeah, you got to go kiss ass. Come on. That was the absolute worst. Listen. 70s, 80s, 90s, damn it. Even the early 2000s. Any 7, any God within 3 feet proximity of Vlad would have punched him in his mouth. Found how heated that discussion was, how firm, and you still, even in this little reunion, allowed him in your explanation of why y'all split, you allowed him to still stand firm on him not only misquoting, but disrespecting the minister. Nah, so we not jacking that. Nah, you out of here. You out of here. Oh, yeah, is that right, Frankie? He spoke of changing the lesson. You can't change the lessons. Lessons don't change. Lessons don't change. The lessons don't change. How you gonna change the lessons? How? How? Can't change it. Look, this is old. This paper, you see that? This is old. You see that? They don't use typewriters no more. How you gonna change the lessons? Huh? You see how it's worded? It's perfect. You don't change that. How? How do you change that? This is coming from the 60s and 70s. You don't change this. How you change that? How? How do you change that? He out of his mind. That's because the Euro is in him. That's because they chasing Euro dreams. You understand? That's because they're looking at their little, because again, he is 56, just like I am, right? Mm-hmm. Power equality. Yeah. And when you have, take that many, revolutions around the sun, you only got, I keep telling y'all, you got about like 17 summers left. Yeah. And then mathematics take its course. You got about, so why compromise? This is supposed to be the age of truth, true and living. Where you speak your truth, you manifest your truth, and you make sure you teach the babies. This isn't the time for you to compromise. This isn't the time for you to go into a room full of white folk and tell them your dreams. No, this is time for you to fight, for you to educate. You gonna get a bag in what? You know how quick time flies? You gonna get a bag in what? Going 2 or 3 vacations if you lucky. Shit like that, right? It always kill me when old motherfuckers want a bag. Oh, I just want to live the rest of my days out easy. Like you been a slave master. Like you been driving the slaves, working hard, sipping mint julep with your legs kicked up. Like you don't work hard. You worked hard for the Ofe all that time. You didn't work hard for the people, for us, for liberation. But this is what they do. I keep telling y'all, in their core, these people are rotten. In their core, they want to assimilate and love on the divine evil. You understand? They wish Yaqub could make some new divine evils, some new 10%ers. That's what they wish. So they could learn and relearn more trick knowledge. That's what they want. That's why the industry still in this very day, you got people going to the freak-offs. You got people still polishing their nails with colors and wearing Mercers and all that. Because they still believe in the Ofe. That the Ofe could give them heaven on earth. So in their core, they love him. They love him. And I think Lorenzo has some love for Vlad. He has to. He considered him a friend and thought that, he thought Vlad considered him, an OG that is respected. You dummy. You was a dummy. You wasn't even following your degrees, but they tell you they filthy in all their affairs. You should know that. You know this, but you see how people are willing to compromise what they know and worship green? That's what it's about. You was worshiping that dollar, right? Yeah, just like the pastor, just like many black women. That's what it is. You worship the dollar. You ain't got no type. The dollar is your type. So all the morals go out the window, all the spiritual doctrines go, everything go out the window for that buck. So that's what's in their core. And the creator of that buck, and the one who tells you the value of that buck, that's who you love. So yeah, I'm quite sure the artist formerly known as Lord Jamal's in love with Vlad. He loves him. That's his friend. Just like my son said. My son said, yeah, I thought he was my friend. I thought Vlad was my friend. These type niggas. Yeah. Love old face. Befriend old face before they befriend their own. Farrakhan already told y'all how sick can you be. You gonna learn to walk with the enemy before you learn to walk with each other? How sick can you be? You're a sick man, Lorenzo. Sick. And we see it. We've seen you are physically sick, but now you're mentally sick. You threw everything you learned out. You threw it out. So again, we don't know the reason. We don't know the excuse, but I'm betting he is of ill physical condition, some type of medical. You dig what I'm saying? Very ill. Okay? And maybe in some type of dire straits financially. Maybe. Yeah. Maybe. But again, I only address it because y'all sent it to me. I wasn't going to say nothing at all. Because his former friends and his former peers were already having a field day with this shit, you know? But in our class, in our teachable moment, it only reaffirms the fact that when you see those chasing the bag heavily, relying on this social media to, be their meal ticket when they fall off, they'll do anything. Yeah, he'll do anything. Yeah, if Diddy came home tomorrow, Jamal be right there at Bad Boy Records. Be right there on Revolt. Guarantee that. Yeah, because that mortgage come every month like clockwork. Every month like clockwork. That mortgage come right there. Yeah. So, again, we don't know their struggles. I'm going to let y'all know that now. We don't know their struggles. Yeah. But we can't wait to see the content. Well, y'all can't wait because I don't watch that demon. Yeah, man, y'all don't tell me to research something. I don't care for that demon because he always find a new nigga. Look, he got a new one now. Which one of them actors sitting there looking dumb? You know what I'm saying? Then he got, who he got? He didn't just get one of these drug dealer dudes sitting there looking crazy. Yo, I'm telling you. Yo. Man, y'all better get some black men. Yeah, that's 1,000% with this militancy, or y'all going down hard and fast. Cause these dudes, y'all ain't gonna make it. Y'all ain't gonna make it. Y'all not gonna make it. Yeah, he got a water bill. Yeah, he got a water bill. I'm quite sure. I'm quite sure he bought a home. Yeah. Yeah, cause listen, when Brand New being split, it was over. See, Sadat X could make it anywhere. Because throughout his whole career, you have never, ever heard Sadat with a less than a 9.5 in his 16s. Never. Top 10, one of the nicest MCs ever. So he always was going to eat. Always. If he didn't catch that bid, he would stick. Right now, his whole situation would be different. Okay? I don't know about Grand Pooba, who was once the nicest. Don't know the story, but once that was over, oh, your man Lorenzo was done. Out of here. Don't know how he was making any kind of moves. I don't know. I know he just popped up with social media all of a sudden. That gave a lot of these dudes new light. Yeah. Yeah. That's why you see Nore. Nore was done too. All these dudes were done. Finished. In 2015, boom. Internet, social media, boom, these platforms. That's what gave these dudes a new leg. And then by 2018, 2017, 2018, when dudes started going viral and getting monetized, that was it. That was it. They created these narratives and everybody bought in. But now, shit, it's a resurgence of truth seeking, of truthful energy, of information that's needed right now. It ain't about entertainment. So these dudes are having a hard time. God damn it, gas is $3 a gallon. Eggs is $5.49. Ooh, wait. And when you little like that, see, because he little, he shrunk in. Everything. Legs, arms. You'll punch a hole in his chest. When you little like that, and you of a certain age, and your spouse is of a certain age, man, you better have some bread in your pocket, because you ain't giving her nothing else. Nothing else. Nothing. He can't even hold himself up in the push-up position to even, put that. He ain't even giving her the old man stroke. You done, son. You looking real nasty in these streets. So, of course, he gonna do anything to get that bread. But she looking. She like, man, about to get me a young man. You can't quote the degrees with that shit. Not now. Not in 2025. Nah, not for no cougar that's been around for a minute. She don't want to hear that peace shit. She want to talk about, listen, man, these bills is backed up and you weak and little. You arguing on social media all the time. You know what I'm saying? So, what it's gonna be, Pa? Yeah, it get tough. It get tough. So we don't know the situation. We don't know how severe it is on the home front. Yeah, shit getting thick. Shit getting thick. Yeah, y'all can giggle all y'all want. You know I'm playing. I ain't playing. You know that. Keep giggling. Y'all cool with y'all 40 pluses know. Them aunties know. They in their prime. You little like that? She like, what is this? What's going on? He ain't got no creatine or nothing. His arms is little. Little, he frail. You can't be frail over 50, Pa. With no bread coming in. Nah, not when you of a certain, not when you not in style no more. You not in style. Don't nobody care about woke folk. Nobody care. You might could go to Ofe with that. Maybe that's the play. Maybe Vlad gonna hook him up with a little cousin or something. You know, one of them old fake chicks, you know, like a smooth B guy. One of them little rainbow hair old fake chicks looking all silly and shit. They still impressed with hip hop. We used to do it out in the dark. Ooh, yeah, oh man, yeah, I used to like that. Ooh, yeah. Maybe you getting hooked up with one of them. I don't know. I don't know, because I do know for certain the way these black women is moving in 2025, you got to have something coming in. Or you got to be putting something in. You can't be frail and twisted in the pockets. So we don't know the situation, y'all. We really don't. That's for the gods and the earths to investigate that. Because that shit just didn't look good at all. At all. Didn't sound good at all. Okay? Okay, so we're gonna leave Lorenzo and his friend. Yeah, we're gonna lead them, you know. Woo-wee. That's bad. Not only is he an Ofe, he an agent in Ofe. Ooh, that's bad. I keep telling y'all. Y'all got to watch these rap dudes, man. You got, look at the shit we went through in the last couple of weeks. They done brought Adam 22 to the projects in the Bronx, through the streets of Brooklyn. These agents, straight agents. Bypassing commercial rap and going straight to the street rap. Walked right in. Now you got brand new being number 3. Getting reunited like a Peaches and Herb song. To old Vladimir. Man, you got New York City looking shabby. But I forgot, he ain't from the city. He ain't from the town. So he don't care. I don't know, Yvette, what it's coming to. Y'all sister ain't doing what y'all need to do. Because guarantee you, he couldn't have discussed this with his wife. Ain't his wife his manager, though? Nah, I know she didn't put that play together. Nah. They must have been getting ready to lose the house. Something. Because, that shit is nasty. That's despicable. I wouldn't care if that man walked into the mosque, got on his knees, and begged for the minister, Louis Farrakhan's, acceptance of an apology. That shit still wouldn't have meant nothing. He was firm in that disrespect. And aired it on his platform. I'm not apologizing. And wrong. Straight wrong. He was in wrong. Misquoted and all that wrong, and stood firm on it. Like I told y'all yesterday. Day before with Linda McMahon, right? Yesterday. They stand firm in that wrongness. I don't have to listen to you, nigga. I don't have to listen to black folk. You talking about what I say go. I don't need to know who Ruby Bridges is. Damn it, I don't need to know what Tulsa Massacre is. I'm Linda McMahon. He did the same shit. I'm Vlad. I ain't apologizing. I said what I said. But look at what happens. The supposed God body folds. Sat in that chair right across from him, placing words so matter-of-factly and perfectly in a good tone, all political correct. But he used to curse guards out. Still do online. See what I tell y'all? No militancy. None. The Ofe got these dudes by the grippers, especially in this entertainment. Anything that has to do with entertainment. Yeah. The Puffs have got a lot of victims. Y'all just ain't seen them yet. They ain't make it known yet. A lot of these dudes have been in that. What? Man, please. Y'all just don't know it. He from up that way too? All that Westchester, Orange, Rockland County. He ain't too far from Puffster and Mount Vernon. Might have could have slid to some of them little parties. Nobody, there's no telling. I don't put it past none of them that's willing to work arm in arm with them folks. Yeah. No, Mark Milliner does not. Does not. I keep telling y'all. I'm going to say it over and over again. We separate the individual from the music, from the creativity. Can't take nothing away from Brand Nubian, nothing away from All for One, nothing away from none of that. It's like you can't take from R. Kelly. You can't take away from the Bad Boy catalog, except for all them sus lyrics that Biggie was putting out. You know, a lot of that shit was like, hold up, son. Why was you only 14 years old on camera? Where was your parents? Who had you spitting them bars in that building? You know what I'm saying? You know, but that's neither here nor there. You dig what I'm saying? We have to. So you go. I'm telling you, I don't care. You know how many times Africa Bambaataa thawed Hassan Campbell. I don't know if he did it 10 times, if he did it 100 times. I don't know. I don't know the truth. I know that's what that man said. He thawed him. You know what I'm saying, with some cocoa butter and all that. I don't know. But I do know when I hear Renegades of Funk, right? No matter how you can help us now. Then you gonna move. No matter how you try, you can't stop us now. That's it. That's the thing. It's hip hop. It's the you can't deny that. You understand? Separate these people from their creativity. We wasn't doing that early on. We really thought that these dudes was doing that stuff. You really thought these dudes was gangster rap. You thought, nah, this was a play, show business. It's no business. Show business, snow business. Snow bunnies and snow. It's show, it's fiction, it's the Wizard of Oz. But we can't. You think I'm gonna ever deny Public Enemy's catalog and what it meant and the things that it did for me when I was in certain positions? When I was in the army away from home? Come on, man. PE? When dude, I got old phase in my face talking about, get over here, private, get over here. And I'm like this, yo, I would knock you. You would never handle me like that in my neck of the woods, on my part of the planet in East New York. You in here fronting behind stripes. So I used to have to listen to PE like this. Oh, okay. But Chuck D's ass. He violates. He just violated. Speaking out against hip hop. Hip hop can't be used as a vehicle anymore. What? And I done bonked on him several times in class. Several times. He's a straight agent. State Department. Cooperator. Collaborator. But I can't deny that. Music, I'm not going to deny that. Brother's going to work it out? Come on. I've been rocking with them since Time Bomb. But you got to separate the individual from that. Because I don't know what that is. People try to act like they're anti the music. You can't. You're going to hear Prince riff. You're going to be like this. Oh, yo, that's that pop life. You're going to move. That's where you have to get into the esoterics and different, and try to figure out, yo, what is that? Why do we move to that? That's what they try to show you in Sinners. There's a specific tone of frequency that move you in different directions. The thing that made hip hop so specific to us is because we had a language. You understand? It came strictly from us. It was a language. It was a comprehension. It was an understanding that the majority of initially came from the 5% nation. And he violating that? That's a strict violation. That you rocking with the divine evil. Come on. But I'm not going to deny all for one. You can't do that. You're not going to deny punks jump off the gate. Nah. But separated. Separated. Nore was one of my favorites as an artist. Because it seemed like it was simplistic, but when you got into it, Nore was spitting some shit. And his cadence was crazy. But he's a bozo. He's a bozo. He turned into an Ofe. Because that's in their core. Because of the conditions that they come up in. Because they come up in the projects. Because they didn't know how to do well in school. Because they weren't nurtured. They had in their core, man, I wish I was white. I wish I was that little white kid. He over there smiling. He got a little cheese sandwich. He got his little bike. I wish I was that kid. So they play the streets, but they're not in it. They're not of the street. They there. So they doing their best to survive. This game, the entertainment industry gave them a way out. And in their core, once they got it, and the demons was in their ear, and that bread got in their pocket, now you see their true self. But you can't get mad at that. You gotta acknowledge it and say, damn, I thought it was different. That's exactly what it is. So y'all get me? You understand? Come on, don't get stuck. Don't get stuck listening. God damn it, fund the war effort. Let's move. Let's go. Engage. Get that chat moving. Let's move. Don't get stuck. I know it's deep. Shit is real deep. But don't let it paralyze you because you've seen these individuals for who they are. Now you can see. And when people who are actually in a good space to visually know and understand them from the first time they see them, from the first interviews they got. Remember, everybody was going at Cynthia Erivo. Why is she playing Harry? Y'all gave the woke and conscious community hell when they was like, she shouldn't be doing that shit. She shouldn't be doing that. And now that she don't claim melanated, now that she looking all weird and shit like an alien and loving her goddamn Roy G. Biv, now y'all see it. But people was telling y'all that. Nah, everybody, you black people gotta do what they gotta do. They gotta stick together and all that weakness shit. Because they in their core, I can tell y'all, I see it every day, people in their core, they don't understand. Okay? Because the technology has been subtly creating pockets where people believe that racism doesn't exist, that people believe that these old faiths care about them because they drew a tolerance for them, that they don't even have the same experiences that we had as children, where we understood that. Our kids don't. They don't. They have strict color lines. They have strict gender lines. So our kids is twisted. You tell them about Huey, about the Panthers, Stokely, Matulu, they don't get it. They, huh? That shit is gone. We dealing with blank slates. Okay? So anybody that rocking that shit, you gotta look at them weird. Like, what are you doing? And know exactly who they are when they present themselves to you. So I know. That's why I educate. I do not only know because I'm educated and I can spit it, but I've been there. I've seen these dudes. I know how they move when real dudes is around them. You may come through once, you may come through twice, you may after that, you don't get invited to the spot no more. Nah, he ain't one of us. Nah, that's real. Nah, he real. Because you're an immediate threat. Because the old faith really want you. They really want us. They really need that energy. They're like, oh, who's that? Oh, he doesn't rap? I've been in them spots. I've been with these A-list artists like, yo, who that? No, that's my man. He hold me down wherever we at. Oh, he doesn't rap? Nah, he don't rap. Nah, he don't rap at all. Yeah. Next thing you know, you're not invited no more. Because this bitch, this bird done said some shit. Nah, that's my man, but he ain't, he ain't like that. On word, he's not gonna come to the party? I only took him out to the boat with us. He don't do that. Nah, he really be, he in the street for real. Nah, I could come to the boat though. There you go, now they all alone. Grip a gate. That's how it happened. Just that simple. Y'all talking about how did Puff do that? How did he drug this? How did this one get? Dudes is alone. No protection. Next you know, son is coming back to the block walking funny, wearing different clothes and shit. Damn, son. What's that? Oh, you got the exclusive Versace? They didn't even make those yet. Really? Oh, okay. Yeah, you got the exclusive shit. Yeah, I'm telling you. I've been there, so appreciate the music. Appreciate those gifts. Just don't get caught up in the time frame of it, because that itself is delusionary too. We not in 88. We not in 89. We in 2025. Okay? So those nostalgic eras are gone. I can't walk down the street, punch 4 or 5 dudes in the face and just walk and I'm good. That's done. Used to do that all day. We fighting all day, every day. Now it's done now. You getting a little scuff on the bus or the train, you all on the news. Man assaulted a man on the bus. What? The fuck I make the news for that? I done clap people broad daylight. And never. Not a word. Now you elbow somebody in the mouth and suspect got away. Like what? That's it's over. But appreciate the music for what it is and what it was. Just don't get stuck in it. Don't get stuck in it. I love what Capone and Noriega did. Loved it. P.E. loved it. Tribe loved it. But personally, you get around some of these dudes and they'll make you throw up, man. I'm not saying them specifically, but it's a lot of sucker shit going on. And it's been going on. We just didn't have immediate access to it like that as far as the information is concerned. Now get it? Okay. Now y'all get it. Now should I stay on hip hop before I get into this bozo broad? Should I do that? Should I stay right here since we in hip hop and talk about fronting and capping? Yeah, I ain't gonna switch up the floor. I'm gonna stay right here. Fredro Star, bring your bird ass to class, bird. Get to class. Get to class, because I thought that once I gave the last class on this clown, and then I had to look back, that shit was damn near a year and a half ago. That's how fast it time. I'm like, damn, that's how much work I've been putting on YouTube. I've been doing it like that. Like that was over a year ago when Fredro first said it. I don't know why Nore found it in his mind to let him bring this total, complete, delusional statement back into social media. Fredro still trying to run with the claim that Michael Jordan went bald because of Onyx. Then we just eat. I just ate. I told him up on that. We went to the facts. And Nore knows better. But again, people act like they don't listen. People act like they don't listen. Listen, I tag a majority, almost all of my vids. So you mean to tell me, because I know Roach, I know a lot of industry insiders be listening. You mean to tell me nobody told Fredro that we tore him up in class? Onyx ain't come out till November 92 in that video. Throw Your Guns in the Air was November 1992. I know why. Because I just came home. I just came home from my first bid. I lost my grandmoms at that time, November 92. It was the first Thanksgiving without my grandmoms who cooked all the time. I know specifically when I seen the Onyx, I said, damn. I told y'all I went bald. Straight like that. Watching that. Watching Throw Your Guns. And because I went up now, what people don't know and what they didn't tell you is that dudes in Harlem was going bald. Dudes in Harlem was rocking baldies late 80s. 88, 89. If they wasn't rocking baldies, then they started with the blowouts with the mink oil and all that. But I remember dudes in the MPV era. Dudes in Harlem was 16, 17, pushing MPV's bald. We was looking at them like, what the fuck is the matter? These dudes look like cancer patients. They really wearing bald heads up here? Then I went up north, 90, came home in 92, and seen the Onyx. I said, you know what? I already throw my guns in there on the regular. I've been throwing my guns since the early 80s. I like these kids. I like that energy. And I was one of the first dudes in BK rocking the Baldy. So I know for a fact that Michael Jordan was born before all of us. You could go to his cards. It's on his basketball cards. It's on TV. Look up his plays. This man been ball since 90. He scored over 60 points against Cleveland with the Baldy. How the fuck is Nore? I argued with dudes and I argue with it. And you still let this little, but it's Queens. Queens dude's gonna do that. You're gonna keep supporting and rocking, and I know what Queens do would have kept it real, but he ain't here. My man Panama PR. My man Prince, who had and told me that Fredro was a biatch. Yeah, may rest his soul, in universal grace and peace. But Panama PR, Prince told me that, yeah, Fredro was a bitch. He told me that. Yeah. He said 50 was his man. Sticky was, but he said Fredro was a bitch. Yeah. Yeah. So, only a matter of time where this dude's gonna start capping like this. But I'm just surprised that y'all do this on the internet. Y'all doing this in 2025. Where I said it in the last class, all you gotta do the YouTube search. Karim Bliz Johnson, Fredro Star. And that video pop up. I think it was only 30, 40 minutes. I just went in real hard because there's too many facts. You see the dates, okay? Nobody's seen no demo from Onyx. Nobody's seen none of that they talking about. They was doing it in 89 and 90. First time people seen it was in that video. Okay? And in that video, Russell Simmons was there too. And that's the first time you seen him rocking a Baldy. Yeah. Mr. Grippergate himself. Yeah. And we do know that if Russell take a liking to you, a lot of opportunities are afforded to you. And we damn sure know that Fredro Star was in a lot of A-list acting things. Don't act like he ain't Grippergate. Yes, he has a Euro banker Bagelmeister wife. So, what? That's all the signs of Grippergate. Many acting roles, very, man, y'all better ask For No Fame. Go to For No Fame's channel and ask him to do information on Fredro Star, since he already broke down the relationship between Brandy, Ray J, Diddy, and the rest of the industry. Fredro Star was best friends up there with Brandy and Ray J too. So, what we talking about? He got an old fate on his arm, so we got to assume that, hey, Fredro might have been to quite a few freak-offs. But I know Nore better stop allowing people to come on his platform and stunt, because that kills your journalistic credibility. Yeah, Fredro was on Moesha. Fredro was in Sunset Park. Fredro was in a lot of stuff. Strapped, all that. He has acting credentials is up. He was on The Wire. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Grippergate. Y'all he don't get no pass. He don't get no pass. Come on. That's Grippergate. That's all telltale. Y'all gonna say, what's the boy name? Y'all gonna believe Suge Knight when he says Tyrone Turner is sweet, right? And he was doing some things with Jamie Foxx and all that. Y'all believe that immediately. That was like, yeah, you right. Yeah. Suge, no. Well, damn it. How the hell Fredro get a pass? How? And he was on Moesha for years. Movies. He got plenty money from different spaces of the entertainment industry. Shit, that's Grippergate all the way. All the way. Yeah. How you get like that? Those opportunities off of Onyx, off of a really New York underground sound that made commercial success because of the production. Those is gritty underground dudes, Sticky from Brooklyn. That's some gritty shit. You don't get to be Blade and you ain't go through no damn Grippergate. Come on, man, cut it out. They met Jam Master Jay in 1991. At what? At the Jones Beach Greek Fest. You go from meeting Jay on a beach to working with Brandy. They gave Tupac hell when he was supposed to be working with Janet Jackson. You gonna get Fredro star next to Brandy? Junior Whitney Houston? Next to Clive Davis? You gonna put him there and he ain't go through no Grippergate? Come on, man, get out of here. Y'all must be crazy. Fredro got oiled up. Yeah, baby, oiled up. I got to assume that. Got to, yeah. Got to. Shh. I know we better stop lying, though. Because Jordan was bald way before we even seen an Onyx. Heard of Onyx. And again, I'm going to give him the business, yeah. But I'll pump Last Days every day, all day. All day. I play the whole back to front. All day. They the ones who really brought the East Coast all the way back. They set it off. And you came with the Biggies and the Woos and all that, but Onyx was it. That was it. Playing every club in every borough. Straight New York. That was it. But when it's time to educate my people, I'm going to educate my people. He hummer stunting. Ain't no Michael Jordan ain't look at no damn Onyx. He don't even like rap. He don't like hip hop. He gonna look at them and go bald? That man disrespected Chameleonaire, Nelly, all. He don't like rap. He's straight au fait. Boy, he gonna look at y'all and copy. Sit your ass down, Fredro. Get your ass, stop hummer stunting, man. Just do what y'all do. Come on, the kids need some type of truth. Exactly. Watch the movie Get Hard. You see it. All the movies, they give so much science in the movies where it goes over people's head. They miss it. They looking at one thing when they're supposed to be looking at another. Right? So, we got rid of hip hop, right? Okay, we done. We done with Lorenzo. We done with Lorenzo Nubian, and we just gave Fredro the business. All right? Now we get to more important issues here, because one thing that we must have, and we always know this, is a united front between melanated men and melanated women. No matter how ignorant it gets at times with these narratives that we're living through, we know that we need each other. We need each other. We have to be knee deep in the foxhole with each other. It's like you see what's going on in California. That doesn't happen if the men are not united with the women in that community. Okay? They're fighting ICE, men and women. They're together on that. ICE will run through the black community at this present state that we are in. Okay? Yeah, the National Guard, he put 2,000 National Guardsmen out there on the ground, because it's thick. They're not playing. Them kids, they turning up. Yeah, 2,000. But that, again, they voted. They put them in. You understand? This been the play. It ain't our business. It is not our business. What we are supposed to do is watch the strategies, watch the tactics. Okay? Watch the strategies, watch the tactics. Analyze it, make sure we don't become victims of the same mess. That part of it is our business. Okay? You dig? That's what we're doing here. But again, there's somebody else who, again, is furthering her agenda against the black man, against the melanated man. And I don't even know why she continuously does this. This custody. Okay? We got a custody that's trying to, further the divide between melanated people. Tiffany Addict. Let's go, Tiffany Addict. Bring your ass to class. Yeah, bring your ass to class. And I don't know why y'all keep paying attention to this custody. I don't. I'm quite sure she on some Elon Musk shit. Anybody else could think otherwise. I'm saying this is my belief. I believe she's with PP Musk, and she pisses on herself, urinates on herself. And she does a lot of weird shit, so I'm almost certain that she has a lot of accidents. Okay? Yeah. But y'all listen to her. Y'all allow her to go viral with that silly shit she say. Okay? Yeah. I'm almost certain. Almost certain of that. You dig? Now, little clip of her, I believe, on Godfrey's show, podcast, whatever, which is a pattern. I want y'all to understand, when certain people go viral and they're attached to other things, then they go viral. So a lot of this shit is played, because when Lord Ofe Lover going back to Vlad, Godfrey had to respond, because what? Godfrey was attached to Lord Jamal and had a falling out over the flat earth thing. Now, here we go again. You see Godfrey again in the mix of this Tiffany Haddish trash, where he always laughing and giggling at something. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that shit be passive aggressive underneath and undertones. He looking at him like, look at this black ass woman telling a whole world of people that she were not gonna deal with a black ass man. He looking at him like, you's a dummy. I'm glad that you're not from the continent. This is how this shit start. This is the ignorance, right? So no matter how much he advocates for a united front, for some type of Pan-Africanist front, he definitely still has some judgments and prejudices when it comes to us. he can see it. I seen it in his eyes. He's like, look at this dumb bitch. She's telling the world this foul shit about black men. Okay? You dig? Now, you see the clip, lean back, she in all her glory, very pleasant and smiling, says, any black man born in America, I can't fuck with you. I'm only effing with black men born outside of America and everything else. Haddish went on to say that getting involved with more than one man can have a devastating effect on a woman's mental health. And we quoting her, women that have more than 2 baby daddies usually have some sort of mental illness, she said. So not only did she come at black men, melanated men, she came at her own group. Again, we gotta excuse the melanin and say that her brain is fried, her core, like in a thumbnail. Remember, she's a banker, she's a bagel meister, she's Jewish, she's an Israelite, she's in their mix. So when she's coming at black women, I'm trying to figure out how y'all haven't canceled this. Her, period. How come she isn't booed anytime she's among other black women? She just said she think y'all stupid, that y'all got mental illness if you got, more than 2 baby daddies. And man, that's a lot of women. I know a lot of women, very successful, educated with degrees, holding down families with more than 2 children's fathers. I know many of them. Many of them. Okay? Shit, some of her peers in Hollywood. So I'm trying to figure out how dumb is she? But this is crackhead talk. She's nothing but crackhead behavior. This is dope fiend speak. Like what? So I'm trying to, in these statements, figure out what was the root cause of your mental illness? Because you done had mental breakdowns before you got in the industry. And hopefully before you was active, right? Because you was another Job Corps success story. Foster kid success story. But here, a lot of people who came from that fit into this category. You just shitting them down, saying that they got some type of mental illness. And we spoke about mental illness yesterday. I still have those fact sheets. So let's keep getting into it. Now, it goes on to say people who were watching, who were listening, thought that the comments that she was saying was a joke. Like she was, being funny. But when they seen it and when you look at it, like she got a straight face. And she went on to explain what she believes to be the science behind the problem. She never said the science behind her drug addictions and her alcoholism and her arrest. She didn't explain the science behind that. But she's willing to talk about the science, right? Of black women who have more than 2 children's fathers and black men, period. Let's go. Every time you get pregnant, there's stem cells that come from that baby, and them stem cells end up behind your eyes and your brain and your heart. Haddish added. And those stem cells will always stay with you, right? She continued, that is why any black man born in America, I can't F with you. I'm only effing with black men born outside of America and everything else. When asked why she believes this, she said, because I think my body is rejecting these American N-words. My bloodline's like, nope, 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 no. And that's why I am a little bit crazy. No, Tiffany, you're a little bit crazy because you smoked that crack cocaine. You're a little bit crazy because you've been in the industry 25 years. That's why you're a little bit crazy, because you done been to the freak-offs. Okay, you've been part of Grippergate. Okay, you played in the comedic circle. And you done had ingested all type of weirdness. And you probably had your ass on a gate, or on a casting couch, okay? Or on a 8-track or 24-track studio board. You understand? That's why, okay? You dig? Now, when Godfrey jokingly suggested she needed a Lion King type of lover, Haddish quickly interrupted him, saying, or a white dude. Now, why they got her in your face? Again, because these crash outs, right? These mentally off individuals are going to say some horrendous shit. Nah, this is what she's saying. This is what she's saying. But I'm trying to figure out, like, yo, hold on. You wasn't all that. First of all, in this stage, in this stage of the game, after you've been wilding out on airplanes, bugging out wherever you at, catching DUIs, looking crazy, cutting hair, going on these wild excursions, I know your box is not up to par. You got crackhead box. I know that for a fact. So in all reality, ain't nobody checking for you. And that's just the truth. I don't know no one. I have never, in all of the social circles where black men congregate and talk about women, actors, actresses, R&B singers, rappers, ball-playing women, nobody ever brought up Tiffany Haddish. No one. I've never been around a bunch of dudes and somebody say, yo, Tiffany Haddish is bad. Get the fuck out. Never. Somebody was checking for your little rusty tart ass anyway. But again, they do this because they're told to, because there's a script that they have to follow when they getting that A-list money. Y'all don't believe it because y'all never saw the script. But when they go into those lodges, when they go into those meetings, when they go into those places of worship, when they go to them freak-offs and parties, they're told how to present. And if they're not told how to present, they observe others. They know it. It's a coded language. It's an often unspoken communication and understanding that you're supposed to discredit your people at any given time. Just like, perfect example, have you ever seen a black sitcom not have a Christmas show? And sometimes not have a Christmas show every year that they on the air? Why do y'all think they do that? That's a ritual. That's paying homage. Everybody. Martin had a Christmas show. Jamie Foxx had a Christmas show, right? All of them. The Wayans. It's never, ever, ever been a black sitcom that didn't have a Christmas show every year, or at least once while it's aired. That's a ritual. Every holiday, Thanksgiving, they all do it. Now you may think, oh, it's just supposed to be done like that. No, that's a ritual. You don't see the white ones do it. Not even the white comedies. How many times you seen the Bundys do a Christmas show? No, seriously, right? He did it one time. If that. How many others? Right? Well, what did Seinfeld give you? Festivus and all that. Listen, man. Listen, this is what it is. So when you see them and hear them speak outlandishly like that, just disrespecting black folk at any level and layer, they being told to do that. That is an order. When you looking and on your timeline, all of a sudden you see all the actresses with sheer shirts with their nipples out. That's a memo. One of the lodge members, one of the priestesses, the agents. Yo, listen, such and such did a sexy shoot. You should do one. Next thing you know, in your timeline, you like everybody out there cracking their ass out, or they showing their nipples. What's going on? And to the dumb eye, they're not seeing it. But to the trained eye, saying, okay, it's that time. Somebody put the memo out. So she disrespecting. And you looking like, yo, hold on. Nobody checking for you. Ain't no black man checking for you. Nah. Not at all. But this is what she said. So let's take it to what could have transpired. Because, listen, she had a lot going on. Let's see what's going on. Yeah. Let's get back up to speed. Damn it. Let's get back up to speed. Cause she got some shit going on. Listen, the 42-year-old girl's trip star was born and raised in Los Angeles, Grippergate County, ground zero for Grippergate. So we can only imagine what her dreams and aspirations were. Okay, definitely wasn't growed up to want to be a Black Panther. Definitely wasn't. I guarantee you, she don't know who Bunchy Carter is. No, so she wasn't doing that. But let's continue. Her mother was severely injured in a car accident, and a few years later, Haddish was put in a foster care system, which included court-ordered therapy. So she was getting therapy already before she could be nurtured and educated through schooling. She was already getting therapy, which, we can say lended to her talent of being an actress, of stepping outside of herself and play different characters. Okay? At 15, Haddish and her siblings were reunited and taken into the care of her grandmother, who Haddish credits for saving her life. It was around this time that Haddish made her way into comedy as a teen. Her high school social workers offered Haddish a choice: continue therapy or attend Laugh Factory's comedy camp. Haddish chose comedy. So in high school, they tell her, okay, you don't need therapy if you want to go here. Like, what kind of shit is that? They not doctors. They were social workers. For whatever reason, said, you could go to the Laugh Factory as a teenager. So you took her off of the therapy that she might have needed. So in this right here, in her upbringing, we have to assume that She wasn't radicalized. No type of attachment to black power, no type of attachment to wanting to be a liberator. She already wanted to be something other than what she was going through. So her conditions from the onset could have been against melanated men. Don't see nothing about no pops in here. She talked about that a couple of years ago and claimed that he was a banker, a bagelmeister. Okay, so right up in here, I don't see no foundation where you're loving black men. So you was already tainted and touched up here. But these individuals, since they live amongst us and are of us, can vibrate with us. They know how to speak the language. So when they get into Hollywood and come to Broadway and in New York, they can play black, but that don't mean that that's their center, as we find out later on, because when they get to the bag, what do? They marry Ofays. Or they switch and get Roy G. Biv and then get an Ofay Roy G. Biv. So Tiffany Haddish don't speak for black women, though she's trying to spark those ideas out there that you don't need to be around melanated men. Let's continue. But the aforementioned, let me get this right because I'm getting tired. The aforementioned breakdown, right? Because they mentioned she had a severe mental breakdown at the age of 21, convinced her to give therapy another shot. Since then, Haddish has stuck with therapy. So she's been getting therapy early on, before the age of 15, through high school to a certain point, and then again at 21. So we listening to somebody who should have been in consistent therapy for over 30-something years tell you that she ain't messing with black men no more, because they are the reason her body is rejecting black men. Not the fact that she might have been on Thorozine and all type of other wild meds for your brain, 730 and all that. That ain't got nothing to do with it. Grippergate and being around Weinstein and all of them, that ain't got nothing to do with it. Right? Okay. She says she used it to advocate for herself and keep in touch with her emotions. If I did not have therapy now, I probably would be doing therapy in these streets, Haddish says. I'd probably be talking to a whole bunch of people about things I don't need to be talking to them about. Okay? Cool, right? Yeah. Remember, she said it. I'm only effing with black men born outside of America or a white man. That's her words. Don't get mad that you're in class now. Okay? This is where it gets deep. Haddish also relied on her friends and faith. After having a bat mitzvah at 40, the Jewish faith is a big part of Haddish's life. I read my Torah every day, she says. I talk to my rabbi on a regular basis. I do my Shabbat dinners. I don't mess around. You don't mess around, but you catch DUIs. You wilding out. You're getting thrown out of spaces. You're arguing. You're confrontational with strangers. Right? But you Jewish. So that means something internally in your system, it may be rejecting that faith. Maybe. I don't know. Now we do know the original readers of the Torah were melanated folk. But they wasn't drugged out. They wasn't gripagated through Hollywood. So she might be conflicted. That's what could be in your mix where you're rejecting these black men. Let's continue. Now that she's in such a good place, Haddish is hoping to pay it forward. Last year, she opened up about taking parenting classes in the hopes of adopting or fostering older children. Now, quote unquote, I want them to know I put in the work, Haddish said. I just want to bring them survival skills, share everything that I know with them. I want to definitely either foster kids or adopt and get them at like age 7, she continued. They're still malleable all the way until I think they're 21. That's what I think. But I want the child to know, hey, I chose you to be here with me, and I want to give you all the knowledge that I have. So hopefully she's getting little old fake kids. We don't want her to adopt or foster any black children so she can tell them, don't date no American black men. No. No, ain't no children for that custody behavior. Ain't no children, no black children, no melanated children, because you don't like black men. You don't believe they're good for the system. So we damn sure don't want you to mistreat any black children in your care. So we hope foster services in California get wind, send them to class so they could understand what this is. Okay? Because this is what people do. They talk on the internet. They think they're saying something slick. Okay? So I hope they keep that little Godfrey segment around when it's time for her to go get foster kids. When it's time for her to go adopt. So we can make sure that she keeps some Ofe kids with her, some little Asian kids. She don't need anything black. Okay? DUI arrest on January 14, 2022, Haddish was arrested in Peachtree City, Georgia on a charge of a DUI as police suspected she was under the influence of tweeds. About 4 a.m., police received a 911 call of a driver who had fallen asleep behind the wheel on Highway 74. Now, if you had a black man, you wouldn't have been out there no 4 a.m., I tell you that. Nah, a black man would have kept that money right. You know, like, babe, you know you got that show to do. Babe, you know you got to go do that movie scene. Babe, you know it's 4 in the morning. What you doing out here smoking weed? No, we ain't going. We got that in the house. But since your box is a little tart, you don't like black men, you out here trying to figure it out because you're weird up in here, you out falling asleep at 4 o'clock in the morning on the highway. Police located Haddish driving a vehicle, describing to the 911 operator as she was attempting to pull into a driveway of a residence in an Atlanta suburb. She was booked and released later that day. On November 24th, 2023, Haddish was arrested for a second alleged DUI. The arrest came after the Beverly Hills Police Department received a call at 5:45 a.m. of a woman unresponsive at the wheel. The charges were later dropped. That sound like coming from a freak off. Who is an A-list actress? NAACP awards, right? Emmy nominations and Grammy nominations. You out at 4 or 5 in the morning for Dolo. Now you leaving Grippergate. You don't know where you at. Like most of they said, most of the puffsters, victims didn't know where they was at. They woke up, grippers loose, leaking baby oils. How come they keep finding you in a car? Unresponsive, sleep. Somebody done wore you out. Or them psycho drugs got you nutty. So that's what's disturbing your system. That's what it is. Okay? Child SA allegation. On August 30th, 2022, Haddish and fellow comedian Ari Spears was sued for alleged grooming and SA of 2 minors. According to the lawsuit, the children were recruited to film several comedy skits and were asked to perform suggestive content. Tiffany Haddish's attorney released a statement saying the lawsuit had no merit. Okay? Haddish responded in an Instagram post stating that she deeply regretted agreeing to act in a skit that she said was meant to be comedic but was not funny at all. Grippergate shit. Initiation shit. Again. But this is somebody who is on a platform. This is somebody who Godfrey chuckled at while she said this. And this is what y'all choose to push to go viral instead of just canceling them. Ignore these bitches. Next time she got a movie coming out, ain't nobody pushing to see it. Anytime she got a show, nobody coming through. And if you do come through, people coming through the boo and a heckle. Because you're a dummy. Again, it's always the narrative. It's always to make sure we get rid of melanated men and the bond that they could have with melanated women. I say, celebrities don't care nothing about you. They care about your interest in them because your interest in them keeps them in a good space with the OFA. Okay? Fund the war effort. Fund the war effort this Saturday. Matter of fact, it's Sunday. 1 in the morning. 1 in the morning, I'm still going hard. And I ain't even touched the coffee. I ain't need it because I love being here with y'all to educate. You understand? But I'm about to get out of here. Yeah, I'm about to get out of here, man. Yeah, because I be struggling. I be going hard to educate, keep this class moving. Yeah. Remember what I said about mental illness? She said she been in therapy since what? Before 15. Remember what I said? Hygiene is one of the many symptoms that is frequently left out of the mental health conversation. This is largely because the subject is difficult to talk about. Many of us feel the weight of stigma when talking about our bodies and our personal habits. However, indifference to hygiene tasks, including showering, brushing teeth, doing laundry, or brushing hair, is a common symptom of mental health conditions, particularly depression. Tiffany Haddish had several mental health issues and diagnosis. Okay, because they gave it to her. Somebody diagnosed this woman as a preteen. So that little box might be a little tart, might be a little whoop-whoop. It's all that pulling over, all that on the highway, sleep, under you, DUI, Ain't no shower on no highway. So we know at least the 2 nights that she caught them DUIs, she ain't washed that ass. We know that. I'm just saying, because they took your ass through the system, you had to get bailed out. So you was taught at least 2 or 3 times that we know of, okay? Yeah. Okay? Remember, yo, we don't play in this class. Hygiene issues can also appear during more advanced stages of mental illness. I have even witnessed patients in psychosis experiencing irrational thoughts about hygiene. I have also seen how major depression can extend to hygiene practices. When experiencing the crushing weight of depression, showering can feel like an ordeal that requires exhausting amounts of forethought and effort. The number of steps feel intimidating, making sure the water is hot, washing everywhere, Drying off efficiently, moisturizing, then putting on clean clothes can feel like a lot to handle with deep depression. And we know that they keep talking about in Hollywood, they are severely depressed, even though they on TV, they got issues, they need therapy. So a lot of these black women, these black bitches, these bad bitches, these Hollywood chicks that's getting to the bag and you later found out is depressed and they needed somebody to talk to, wasn't washing that hiney, wasn't tapping that butt with soap. Stinking ass, musty ass, A-list Hollywood gripper gate ass bitches. They were a mess and are a mess. So how dare you ever speak about black men? And on that note, we're in class. Stinking bitch. Alright? So, again, my classroom was 60 inch. Much appreciation for holding it down as always. To those who funded the war effort, much appreciation. We see, we know everything with social media, okay? Much appreciation. You dig? It's a war going on outside. I've been telling y'all that forever. You dig? To those who need sessions, book your sessions. Get them in. Get them in. Do not play. Do not play. Get them in, because we're not dealing with depression. We trying to pull people up out of it, keep people balanced. You come through here, you're going to get your sessions, and you're going to wash your ass. Okay? Soldiers. We need soldiers. We in a war. All right? And if it's not you, if you think you got yourself together and everything is sharp with you, recommend a friend. Refer somebody. We need all hands on deck. We need all hands on deck. You dig what I'm saying? Okay? And anybody has anything going on, I don't care what it is, you providing a service or excellent product, put it in the chat. DM me, let's talk about it on IG or something, man. Let's get right, okay? We building our nation here. That's what we doing. Damn, that hurt. The hell? I really ain't getting nothing in. Today I should have did a little more. All right? And on that note, don't believe in me. Believe in my belief in you. 55 gang, make sure y'all do what y'all supposed to do. Okay? Yeah. Truck drivers, pull over to the side if you got cats in your eyes. Don't drive. It's dangerous out here. Okay? Definitely don't drive if you had your little tweeds or a little bit of that fire water in your system. Sit your ass down. It's dangerous when you don't have all your faculties. Same thing with y'all little hot people that can't keep your hands off each other. Don't do it if you all liquored up and you don't have your faculties, because that's how chilling come through. Yeah. So if you all drunk and inebriated, keep your hands off each other. Wait till y'all sober to get it in. Yeah, because y'all be having them drunk babies, and, you know, drunk babies end up growing up wearing masks and shit, running around thinking the world is theirs. No. Make sure you got some clean babies. Okay? Yeah. All right? So don't be liquored up fighting each other. Don't be liquored up at work, and definitely don't be all liquored up and under the influence. DUIs. Nah, let's not have no SUIs. Ain't no sexing under the influence. Make sure you're sober, damn it. Okay? And again, if you need anger management, domestic violence, parenting skills, coaching, life coaching, okay? Book an assessment. All right? Okay, good. That's what I'm talking about. I ain't see the chat moving a nice little minute. That mean they sleep. But that's okay. Sometimes my voice does that. And you can hear while you sleep. You hear what I'm saying. You getting that learning. So, you know, I'm not in your house. But if you was in classroom in this house and you fell asleep on me, I knocked you in your goddamn head. Yeah. All right. 55 gang. Get y'all grades up.